Hello, Monica. Hi.
Hi.
Let's see, we've got Teresa and we have another person. Hey, Teresa.
Hello, hello.
Hi, sweetie. How are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Doing wonderful. I've been looking forward to this since yesterday. So,
Getting ready for this manifestation. Let's do this.
yes, yes, yes. So, we have one other person. I don't know who the 561, I think it's 561517. It ends in 534. So, hopefully they're they'll come on video and we'll see who it is out of our group. So let's see, it is exactly 10 o'clock. And so I guess let's go ahead and get started to respect everyone's time. We are going to do the heart brain sync coherence meditation, which is about, I think, 33 minutes long. And so before we jump in, I think it's always a good idea to get ourselves in the right place so that we are relaxed and awake, which is part of the formula to manifest. And so I want us to take just a few deep breaths before we start here. Let me make sure someone else is trying to get in. No, so far so good. Okay, so we are going to take, let's say, do 10 deep breaths and do it as slowly as we can. Make sure we're sitting upright with our spine as straight as we possibly can. No legs crossed or ankles crossed, as you know, just like a regular meditation. And so we're going to take the 10 deep breaths, and at the same time, we're going to, okay, Pollyanna is jumping in too. We're also going to, as we close our eyes, remember to put our eyes looking up towards our eyebrows, and then close our eyes and keep our eyes rolled up because that it automatically engages the brain into theta state. We've got Dawn jumping in too. So welcome, Pollyanna. Welcome, Dawn. So we were just talking about prepping in preparation for doing the manifestation meditation. So it's to take 10 deep breaths and also to, as we close our eyes, we're going to have our eyeballs looking up and then you close your eyes because that helps your brain automatically engage into theta state. So we're going to do that first, and then we'll go ahead and we're going to start the heart and brain coherence meditation. For manifestation, the two key things that I have learned that are just paramount, we know that Dr. Joe talks about having a clear intention, and you marry it with an elevated emotion of love, then gratitude and appreciation. So feeling love in your heart, and then you have gratitude and appreciation as if it was already done, because that's the ultimate state of receivership. So as we're starting this, I would suggest that you have something very specific that you want to manifest. And as you have a picture in your mind's eye of what it is that you want to manifest, it can be simple. It doesn't need to be very complicated. It can be detailed if you've thought about it, or if it's something that requires a lot more detail. But the main key thing is to be specific. And in addition to specific, you're looking at the end result. Do not focus on the wanting or the desiring of whatever that thing is that you want to be fulfilled, of that desire or wish. So, for example, if you're wanting to get a new car, you don't focus on wanting a new car. Your focus is whatever the model, color, make, with whatever the bells and whistles and features that you want for the car. And now you see yourself in the car. So that's the clear intention. You see beautiful color inside, the outside, and now you're picturing yourself. I like to picture myself in the future looking back, going, oh my gosh, I remember a year ago when I wanted to create this beautiful new car. And so I'm in a very loving place where I'm feeling so much gratitude. And I kind of use the same languaging, the same feelings every time I manifest. So I feel so much gratitude. I feel so much appreciation, so much love in my heart. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. I did it, I did it, I did it. I even do these motions with my hands. It's kind of like an anchoring mechanism. Yes, yes, yes. I did it. I did it. I did it. I made the impossible possible. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, how good can this get? Obviously, better and better. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. This feels so wonderful. And then at the end of the meditation, you let it go. And you let it go. You don't know when, you don't know how, and none of that matters. What matters is that you got your order into 5D, and now when you come back from the meditation, you're like, oh my gosh, you know that it's like Christmas every day because the divine is going to give you signs, symbols, and synchronicity that tell you that you're in alignment with creating that manifestation. The other thing I want to point out is if you see repeating number sequences after the meditation, that's telling you that what you put an order for, what it was that you created in 5D, it's on its way because you have that resonant frequency that is allowing you to line up where you see on your laptop, your computer, your phone, somebody's license plates, your microwave oven, anything that has numbers on it, the side of a truck, an invoice, a receipt. You buy gas and you see, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like $8.88. You'll see the repeating, whatever the numbers are. They could be the same numbers or maybe numbers that are significant to you, but you'll just know. You'll recognize signs, and it'll be a physical manifestation that you're on the right track. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with the 10 deep breaths. We're going to start. Inhale 1 through the nose, the top, hold, and exhale. You can do a box breathing. Inhale 8, 1, hold, exhale, bottom hold, third inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, Hold. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Deeper and deeper with every breath you take, with every beat of your heart. So remember to keep your eyeballs rolled up to your head as we go ahead and start the heart-brain sync coherence meditation. Have your clear intention. Okay, you guys, so how was that meditation for you? Let me turn this back on. Oh, it's supposed to be started. Sorry about that. Okay, who would like to share about how that meditation went for you?
I can go. I really liked it. It was, I kind of did the same meditation yesterday, and it was like they were telling me, you already asked for this, you know it's coming, so why are you even bothering? And I'm just like, okay. So I just like stayed in gratitude. I didn't even start over. I just stayed there and I said, thank you for acknowledging that I've already made the same request and that I don't have to do the same request again. So
It's done.
it was funny. But yeah, I just stayed in gratitude the whole time and in bliss. So it was really beautiful.
That's really wonderful. That's so you got confirmation that that your order was placed and it's already on its way. So that is so awesome. Oh my gosh. How about the rest of you guys?
This is one of my favorite meditations. I'm actually like right now I was like tired, so it was perfect because I like right there very fast. Um, and yeah, just very pleased. I love like the synchronizing like the whole time. My brain and heart are literally like so much electricity and um yeah, just I was just there like it was more like the electricity of the heart and the brain,
Yeah.
and just very grateful um
Beautiful.
for everything. Yeah, there was one point where something really strange came up from like the old time. It was like a president of like this Asian country, and then he was kissing a woman, and I was coming down the stairs, and I was in a palace, but I don't know, that just came and then left. It was just, I don't know. But
Interesting.
yeah, yeah, but just very, very, a lot of bliss, and yeah, just
So,
grateful.
so
Yeah,
that's a beautiful picture that you just shared with us, you know, of this president or this king kissing this woman. So that's showing you prosperity of love and abundance and affection and tenderness and so forth. So you might want to play and ask more about that when you go back into meditation later tonight or whenever the next time that you meditate. And inquire, you know, it's like, what more is there, you know, about this that I need to know now? And stay in that gratitude and love and appreciation. And something more may be revealed, or maybe a sensation will be, you know, felt by you. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. Thank you.
That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How about you, Dawn? Is there something that you want to share about your experience?
Yeah, I started doing that meditation over the summer. That was kind of my like noon. And so I've done it many times, maybe, I don't know, 20 or 30 since then, since summer. But today with you people, today it was like my heart was purple and my and then there was turquoise. somewhere like doing the warm up, like the heart and mind. And then when I got the brain, it was just like I saw yellow. And then I felt like I was looking at the sun turning, like I was right at the sun, like I could see all the solar flares, and I
Wow.
just saw it turn. And then everything was just white for the rest, like just this glorious, loving, beautiful white, I guess. So it was just, yeah,
Oh,
very
that
nice
is,
being
that
with
is,
you.
that is very, very wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, those are beautiful experiences, beautiful molding of the clay, of manifesting, and really time traveling in the future of whatever it is, that wish fulfilled, that clear intention that we wrapped with love, appreciation, and lots of gratitude. I could feel there was a lot of gratitude and a lot of love. And at one
Mm-hmm.
point in the meditation, I was like, what am I doing right? What am I doing right? And it's like, oh, just, savoring this delicious, wonderful feeling. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, how much better, how much better can this get? Is there more? Is there more? And then you just keep on, I just kept on feeling like, yes, there's more, there's more. And, it's just wonderful to revel in that energy of, because it feels so wonderful. So there's just a lot of love here. I could tell in this meditation, with really big open hearts. It was just free flowing. There's no resistance whatsoever. And so that's a good feeling place to be in. So I want to thank you for us being able to come together, for us
Mm-hmm.
to share this experience with us. And just thank you, you guys. This was a fun meditation. I would encourage you guys to write, make a note of what it was that your clear intention was, so that moving forward, a week from now, 30 days from now, you'll go, oh my gosh, that came in right in,
Mm-hmm.
or it only took X amount
Mm-hmm.
of time. When it comes
Mm-hmm.
to meditations that have to do with manifestation, what I've noticed is that the more you do them and the more you set them and forget them, the faster they start to happen. And you go, oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, that one took me 5 weeks. That one only took me an hour. Oh my gosh, that one only took
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes. So you'll surprise, because you're not attached to the time frame. And in 5D space, there's no time. And so you start to have a new awareness of what time is and what time isn't. And so it starts to expand your consciousness, where you're like, oh my gosh, this is just fun to play with. And let me throw a few things that, you don't care if it happens or not. And then you're like, oh my gosh. So it's fun to take note of, because it shows you how how your consciousness and how your soul interacting with your consciousness is growing. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that spreads to everything that you do in every way, shape, or form. And so that's exciting too, because you do things that are sometimes insignificant. You're like, oh, this would be great, but there's not that much. There's no hope in it. It's just like, oh, it would be cool, but it's like, I'm just going to throw this out just for for giggles, and then boom,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, it's like, how did that happen the same day? This is crazy, in the most unexpected way, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so that's part of the fun of doing these meditations and playing in this 3D realm of experience. So,
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. Okay, thank you again. We will let you guys
Thank
go.
you.
And
Thank you.
as
Gosh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
let me know if it would be okay to share the beginning portion of this and the end of this,
Mm-hmm.
the middle part where the meditation is. Of course, we would never share that on YouTube. But if you give permission to share our beginning, so that people see
Mm-hmm.
how it is that you begin, and then what our experience is at the end, if we all agree, then I'll
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and I'll
Mm-hmm.
put it. Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
Can I
Yes, go ahead, share.
could I share one more thing? So
Sure.
um this is a new meditation spot for me, and I could say it's a new house. It's not exactly, but in a way it is. And
Mhm.
I never meditated at this time because we just moved back like within a week and a half. And when I was having that really good coherence with the brain and the heart, the sun would just beam on me, and it happened several times during it, and I wasn't sure if it was actually the meditation or I'm the real sunshine, but either way it was just magnificent. So just I love that, glorious, having the sun on you. And so I don't see how it was possible now. I don't but it happened.
You obviously connected with the sun. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you shared that experience because, like yesterday, we did actually Teresa and Dawn. Yeah, let's see. I think weren't you all
We were here
on the?
tonight, or
Oh,
last
yeah,
night.
yeah, last night the coherence healing that we did, the two that were back to back.
Mhm.
One of the things I don't remember if I mentioned it during the thing because it was there's so much energy in that meditation. But there were birds that I thought were just in the meditation. And then I realized, wait a minute, that's not just in the meditation, that's actually here in the 3D. And I realized I've never heard the birds that loud, in this place ever. And I thought, oh my gosh, I think I wouldn't be surprised if the birds actually came in. And then my left brain thought, it's like, wait a minute, no, your screen door is closed. There's no way that they could come in. But they were so, like, I could hear so many of them so loud. And then I remember thinking, I saw then scenes of like Jesus with, birds flying around. And
Oh,
what is that Franciscan monk? There's something,
St. Francis of Assisi.
Francis of Assisi. I was thinking Francisco, but yeah, St. Francis of Assisi, where he would have animals and birds, come to him. And so that's what it kind of reminded me of. And I thought, wow, that is so cool that the birds were you could hear so melodiously, so many of them singing. I thought, oh, it just made it just more special. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
awesome.
listen to a meditation that happens, well, there's mostly singing, but there's also some brief meditation. I don't know if anybody has heard of Diva Primal and Mitan. They're singers, they're beautiful, but they have a Saturday and they're usually in Costa Rica. Sometimes they're at a place called the Blue Heron, and I think it's in Guatemala. But it's funny because they always talk about how the monkeys never do this, or the birds never normally do this, or this never normally happens. But in the meditations, and you can see that they're trying to contain themselves because it's so unbelievably glorious. But it's obviously they're communicating too.
Yeah, the animals actually, because they're always in heart coherence, when we as humans get into heart coherence, we're more attractive to them. So they just recognize another heart that's coherent and they want to be close to you because it's part of the oneness. And so
Yeah.
you will see, that's the cool thing about doing like walking meditations because you're actually outside in nature. And so one of the
Yeah.
things that I've experienced is like I'll be at Huntington Central Park and whoever's walking their dog that's not on the leash, the dog always runs to me like I'm their long lost friend. It's like, I haven't seen you in forever. And they come up to me and it's like, where have you been? And sometimes, a lot of times the owners will go, it's like, wow, it's like, they're friendly, but they're never this friendly. It seems
Hmm.
like as if they knew you before. And I'm like, it's funny because as soon as they start, I could see them making a beeline to come towards me. I'm like, yep, it's happening again. And as soon as they approach me, if it's one or two or three of them at a time, I always tell them, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you again. It's like, yes, we're reunited. And it's like, you're so much love and I love you so much. And it's kind of like this familiar feeling, but it's the love that's familiar. And so I've had that with dogs. I've had that not as much with cats, but a lot with dogs, lots with birds. And even one time I was doing a walking meditation, doing Tai Chi, and I knew I was in theta state because you have that feeling. I had already shifted, and then all of a sudden, the guy that was with me, he's like, "Oh my gosh, a butterfly landed on your shoulder," and I could feel like the little sticky
Oh.
butterfly. And then there's like, oh my gosh, there's another one. Then it's like I could feel like little sticky feet on my head. Then I could
Oh
feel like
my
several ones. He's like, oh my gosh, you have four. Oh my gosh, you have five. And I'm like, everything in my ego wanted to see it so bad. And I'm like, why don't you pull your cell phone and take a picture? But I'm like, I gotta stay in theta state. I'm gonna keep going. But I could actually feel their little sticky feet, which was a very unusual feeling. And then I could see like sometimes like one or two that were like flying in front of me, and then sure enough, then I would feel the little sticky feet on my back or my arms, and they're like, "Wow, you've got over a dozen on you."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Wow." It's just you're in that heart and brain coherent state. So all those things are possible, and I'm tempted next time that we do the coherence healing to leave my door open. Because like right now you don't hear any birds. So that's why it was so extraordinary when I heard it and that kind of thing. But yeah, so those things happen, and it's just a sign to you because it's something out of the normal. And like I said, you'll see that'll happen with animals, with birds. Birds are very sensitive to us as well. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I had a pigeon yesterday. It doesn't count as a butterfly, but still.
A pigeon. See, it's the bird. It's the bird thing.
Yeah.
It just came to sit it wanted to land on my table, but there wasn't much room for it to land. So it was just like flew off, but it came walking around my table a few times. It was really funny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can kind of see all three of you have a gold and whitish like hue and aura around you right now. So it looks
We're
really
harmonic.
Yeah, it's very harmonic because it's very the same. That goldish and gold with white edges. So that's a very beautiful energy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
Okay.
it's been a wonderful way. The rest of the day is pre-paved with this beautiful.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a good
you
afternoon.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Take care, you guys.
Yeah.
Too. Bye.
Yeah. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Bye.